Oke, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello, my name is
Waalaikumsalam
Fahri,
warahmatullahi.
and I'm a student at Siber University. Today, I have the pleasure of interviewing Miss Lia, who is an English teacher and an AC Chimanggis. Thank you for taking the time to speak with me today. In this interview,
Okay.
I would like to discuss English learning and the development of foreign language education in Indonesia. So let's begin. For the first question, could you please introduction yourself and tell us about your background in teaching English?
Oke, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you very much for Mr. Faris. Okay, let me
Okay.
introduce myself.
Uh,
My name is Amelia. Actually, you can just call me Amelia, but in NEC, they call me Miss Lia. Okay, and I'm a teacher, an English teacher actually. I've been teaching for about maybe like 4 years as a teacher.
okay.
I previously taught at a school for about 2 years, and then
Mhm.
1 year of tutoring at I level, and now I teach in NEC for maybe like almost 1 year, for almost 1 year.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. The second question, what
Mm.
made you interested in become an English teacher?
Um, uh, this is actually a very cute story. Yeah. When I was a
Mhm.
kid, I really into Harry Potter movie.
Mhm.
Mr. Yasin
Yeah.
know about Harry Potter movie. Yeah,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
really like that movie, and then I realized that the actors and actress
Mhm.
speak English. Yeah, and then when you watch the movie, you
Mhm.
have to see the subtitle, Bahasa Indonesia
Mhm.
subtitle.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then because I really like that movie, I want to able to speak English. So when I watch that movie, I don't need subtitle
Mhm.
anymore.
Mhm.
That the very first time I interest in English. And
Mhm.
then uh, I realized that English is very important
Mhm.
because English is an international language. Yeah, that's
Mhm.
why I decided to learn English and become an English teacher.
Mhm.
I can learn English and then I can also teach English for my student,
Yeah.
for all people. Yeah.
Mhm. Okay, that's interesting because I think my reason to learning
Mm.
English is same with you, Miss. Yeah, I want
This
uh, show the
movie, is it
movie,
like
yeah,
movie?
without
Yeah.
making the subtitle. I think that's
Ah, yeah.
yeah, 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 because that's
Yeah,
make
because
yeah,
that's
yeah.
really
Mm-hmm.
disturbing me, yeah, when I have
Mm-hmm.
to watch the movie and then I have to look at the subtitle.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
cannot focus
mm-hmm.
in the
Mm-hmm.
movie.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
that's same reason. Okay, next
Yes.
question. In your opinion, what are the
Mm.
most effective methods for learning English?
Okay. In my experience, yeah, this is my method actually. When first time I realized that I like that movie, so I want to learn about English. I'm watching a movie,
Oh,
watching a
yeah.
Western movie,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, without subtitle.
Without subtitle. Okay.
And then I learned by myself, and then I listening to the music, Western music actually.
Mm-hmm.
And then the most important is you have to like that language first. Yeah, you have to like the English. If you want to learn English, yeah, you have to like English language.
Mm-hmm.
So you will study English
Mm-hmm.
in fun way in everywhere, like
Mm-hmm.
every time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I just watching movie, Western movie, and listening to the Western music without subtitle.
Okay. So, yeah, that's good
That's,
answer.
mm,
Next question. What
yeah.
are the biggest challenges student face when learning English, and how can they
Oh,
overcome them?
Okay, so
This challenge.
the biggest challenge here
Yeah,
for
yeah.
the student that the student face,
Mhm.
actually for the beginner student,
Beginner
yeah,
student.
the beginner student like lower level,
Mhm.
they really lacking in vocabulary.
Ah, yeah, that's.
Yeah, because they lack
Mhm.
of vocabulary,
Mhm.
they always always say like, oh my God, miss, this is very difficult. I don't know what the meaning of this word, and this
Mhm.
word. Because our new module, there are a lot of article. It's about you have to read and you have to translate one by one the vocab.
Mhm.
For the beginner, like lower level, yeah, I need to translate it one by one.
Yeah, yeah. Mhm.
Yeah, that's the challenge for the lower students, for the beginner students. And
Mhm.
then when the way I teach them is I translate it one by one.
Mhm.
So they will have a new vocab and they will learn a new vocab. Yeah, but for the upper level, upper student, they may be not that lack of vocab. They apa ya, like they have a lot of vocab already. And then
Mhm.
I will focus on grammar,
Grammar,
such
yeah,
as tenses.
yeah.
And
Mhm.
then I teach them because they already know the vocab, yeah, a lot of vocab. Basically, for the upper level, the problem is how to make a sentence in a direct sentence, in a very good sentence here,
Mhm.
because they don't know how to use tenses. They lack of grammar.
Mhm.
So I focus in grammar when teach the upper level.
Yeah. Okay.
For so the main is like for the lower, I will focus on vocab and
Mhm.
translate it to Bahasa Indonesia. For
Yeah.
the upper level, I will focus on grammar,
Grammar,
such
yeah.
as tenses. That's it.
I agree with you because in my opinion, I think
Mm.
uh, r- remember the vocabulary is important because when you have a good grammar, but you don't have a vocabulary in your your brain, that's enough. You cannot speak. I think like that.
Sorry.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
I'm agree with you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. Next question.
Yeah.
How was English language educate developed in Indonesian over the years?
Okay, so actually in Indonesia itself, I think it's evolved very fast. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Even in some school, they use English as the second language.
Mm-hmm.
And then there are a lot of company also that who makes English as a skills that must be possessed.
Mm-hmm.
So in Indonesia, I think it's evolved very fast. Yeah.
Very fast.
Even in I think in my course,
Mm-hmm.
they have to speak English when they even when they not in my class, in everywhere they have to speak English. And I see a lot of people nowadays speak English very good. They are very good grammar.
Yeah. Okay.
Mm.
Okay.
Okay,
So,
maybe that
uh-huh.
the answer.
Okay. So this is, I think, this is the good question for you because
Mm.
I have the same question for this question. Okay. Do you think learning English it's still important as before? And if that's
Mm.
important, why? And if not, why not? Yeah,
Okay, my opinion,
mhm.
yes, it's still
Still important.
important. Yeah,
Why?
because in this era, yeah, English is there very important because it will make easier to us to communicate with the world. Okay.
Mhm.
when we want to maybe we want to get like foreigner friends, yeah.
Mhm.
They basically speak English, yeah, even they are not native. They
Mhm.
will talk in English because you know English is one of the international language.
Yeah, number one, of course.
And then if you want to go an international company, yeah, this is important to
Mhm.
master in English. So I think it's still important, really important.
Very important. Okay.
Mm.
Okay. Okay, that's good. Good question
Yeah, thank
and
you.
good answer. Okay, next question. Okay, I will skip this question. Okay, a part of English. Do you
Mm.
think Indonesian student should learn another foreign language?
For me, it depends on the necessary of the student itself.
Mhm,
If they need to learn another language, yeah, that's
mhm,
okay. Yeah. So, but for myself, it's
mhm.
important. I will learn another language.
Oh,
Notice I know about English, even I'm not really that fluent, but
mhm,
uh, I also interesting in other language
mhm.
like Korean language because I
Korean.
really like
Mhm,
Korean drama. Yeah, the reason just the same. When I watch a Harry Potter movie, I
mhm.
don't need subtitle. I also
Mhm.
because I like a drama movie. I
Mhm.
hope when I watch it,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I don't need the subtitle also like that. Yeah, for me it's important. For me, it's important. But again, for the students, it depends of the student necessary. If they need to learn another language, beside English, yeah, just learn it. Mm, that's it.
So the reasons back to movie means
Yeah, it's just simple
yeah,
reason.
simple reason, but that's important. I think, yeah, me too.
Yeah, it's
I like
important.
I like Japan drama, like yeah.
Yes. Oh, okay.
So yeah, so I learn little by little Japan language because I only
Yeah,
yeah
I think the same reason, yeah.
yeah, maybe you like Korean movie, but I like drama Japan like that. So yeah, the biggest
Yeah.
reason is the movie. Of course,
Yeah.
that same like we learn listening music. Yeah, we
Yeah.
need to understand what
Yeah,
it
yeah, that's
mean. Yeah,
same.
yeah, yeah.
So we can focus on the music.
Yeah.
We know the meaning of that lyric.
Mhm. I
Mm,
think this is the last question. Is
mm,
yeah. I think this is the last question, and
yeah.
the question is, how can school or universities improve their English language program to help students learn better?
Okay, this is just my suggestion. Yeah, maybe for
Mhm.
school or university, they can make like the program like 1 day English.
One day.
Yeah, they will speak English in a whole day
Mhm.
with their friend, with their teacher, so they can improve their English vocab maybe. Yeah,
Mhm.
and then they can also practice. Actually, this is haven't I think like in some school they even don't use English as the subject, yeah.
Mhm.
So maybe my suggestion, yeah, for school and university, they can make a program like 1 day English.
Mhm.
People speak English a whole day in a school and university, so they can improve their English skill.
Mhm.
Uh-uh. That's it. Just simple because they need to practice.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
The,
just
the
yeah,
key.
once a week maybe,
Mhm.
yeah.
Mhm.
And then 4 time in a month.
Mhm.
Mm-mm.
I think that's not for English language, but for foreign language, we need to practice. If you
Yeah,
want
for
good,
another
yeah, yeah,
language, yeah.
that's the key of
Mm,
all of language. If you want
yeah,
be a
you're right.
master, yeah,
Understand.
that's you need to
Mm-mm.
practice. Yeah, that's the
Yeah, we need
thing.
to practice
Yeah.
and we need a friend to practice it.
Yeah, we need to
Uh,
practice. The key is practice.
yes.
Yeah, because
Okay, yeah.
when we have lots vocabulary in we
Mm-mm.
mind, but we not practice, that's enough. We will forget it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
I'm sure
will
because
forget it
we
actually.
will forget it because I don't know. Yeah, in the past,
Yeah, you will
I
forget it and you will get bored because you don't have a partner to speak it.
yeah, in the past, miss,
Mm-mm.
this is my
Mm-mm.
personal
Experience.
experience. Yeah,
Mm-mm.
I always remember one day is 100. No, one. I think one day is 10th vocabulary. I must remember one
Oh, so you remembered
uh,
like 10 vocab in a day?
in a day. Yeah, but when
Okay.
I'm not practice, yeah,
Mm-mm.
I'm being passive English right now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, you're being passive and you
passive.
forget
Yeah.
all the vocab that you already
I'm for
learned
it all.
before.
Yeah. Yeah. I think
Okay.
mm, that's the last interviewing,
Mm.
and thank you so much for Miss Leah for your time
Okay, you're
and
welcome
for sharing
anytime.
your valuable insight with me. Your talks on
Okay,
English
thank you,
learning
Mr.
and
Lee.
foreign language education in Indonesia
Mm-mm.
are truly
Mm-mm.
helpful for my assignment. I appreciate your guidance and advice. Once again, thank you, and I wish you all the best. Thank you, Miss. Terima
Thank
kasih
you.
banyak.
Okay. You're welcome, Mr. Yasin. Thank you very much for your time and opportunity
Ya,
to invite me in
hmm.
your
Ya,
short
ya, ya,
interview.
ya, yeah,
Okay.
me too. Thank you so much, Miss. I think, yeah.
Okay, you're welcome.
Mhm. Oke, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hi everyone, my name is Yasin Panhuri, and today I will talk about English learning. As we all know, English is one most of the important languages in this world. It is widely used for communication, education, business, and technology. Learning English is not only help us connect to people globally, but also opens up many opportunities for personal and professional growth. In this presentation, I will discuss about the result of the interview I conducted with an English teacher, namely Miss Amel, and I hope this will help us understand the importance of learning English. So let's begin. From the result of my interview with Miss Amel, there were several important points that I get. First, challengers in teaching in English. The second, what solution must be taken so that we can become pro in English. The third, is English still relevant in this era? Okay. Go to the first question. The first challengers in teaching English language. Ms. Amel said there are too many challengers when teaching English. The first, for beginner, the teaching challengers is usually more about vocabulary. They ask a lot of question about vocabulary they don't know. And the solution, what Miss Amel given to student is to tell them to memorize as much vocabulary as possible. The second, the next challengers is from intermediate level student. Usually they ask about how to make sentence correctly. Miss Amel usually provide solution by giving them more understand about grammar. What solution must be taken so that we can become a pro in English? In my interview with Miss Amel, I come to the consolation or conclusion. Sorry. In my interview with Miss Amel, I come to the conclusion that's part of having to memorize a lot of vocabulary and grammar so that we can become a pro in English. There is only one key, namely practice, because no matter how much vocabulary we have and no matter how good the grammar we mastered, if we never practice, everything will forget. And yeah, the key is practice. Okay. Is English still relevant in this era? All of the question I asked to Miss Amel, this question is the question I like the most. And I really like the answer that Miss Amel given, that have taught many cultures from other countries have come to Indonesia, such as in Korea with K-dramas or Japan with anime. English is still the most important language that must be learning in Indonesia. Why? Because in the current era, English is still the first alternative language that we bridge to different language. So that's why English still important. Okay. For personal ideas, in my opinion, from the result of the interview with Miss Amel, I agree that English is still important to learn today because English is still number one alternative language in this world. Apart from that, in my opinion, if we can understand more than one language, it will be very good to make it easier for us to mingle with friends who don't understand English. For conclusion, the conclusion I got from the interview with Miss Amel was the first, of course, English is very important to learn. And the second, so that's we are are a pro in English. We said we have to remember a lot of vocabulary and grammar. Practice is the main key, so that's we can be a pro in English. Okay, maybe that's all can I say. More than less, I'm apologize. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.